Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, RenaNet finally got their shit together. Only took them almost an hour to probably change a single line of text. It's showtime. Hi guys, I'm back. Yeah. All right, here we are. We'll run around in the new map. Party on. Hey, Lone Star Wolf. Seriously. They patch dozens of times a year. There's no reason for a regular patch to go so terribly wrong that it takes them almost an hour to fix it. It wasn't the bug fixes, it was the patch mechanic broke. I was planning on streaming early. Guess not, huh?
I'll be on my way.
I'll be on my way. All right, let's see. What are we missing? We are missing 11 POIs and the heart. We never finished off the second heart. The second heart is that one there. Also, we need that. We need more mastery points too. Been doing updates. The problem wasn't with the servers, Problem wasn't even with, people are, why is the patch taking forever? It's because it's erroring out and looping. It wasn't downloading data. It was pretending to download data. Literally, I expect it was a literal single line where somebody changed something they shouldn't have in the manifest for the patch, and it broke. Dark Machinist, good evening. I hope all is well with you. Now that we're allowed to play our game, not that I'm bitter. One second, let me taste. Oh, okay, yeah, I am bitter. Oh, God. Ugh, no wonder. I will commune with this place of power. Another point. I got a lot of XP to grind out, don't I? Holy crap. How much? 5.5 million, give or take. Yeah, it was, I must have got bitten very early on because it was 50 minutes for me. Or more. Hey, Snoopy. How are things with you? Good, I hope. So we finished the story off the other night. About 6.5 hours of gameplay. All told. Now those below us, I can't see anything. Got broke. We need hammers for this quest, don't we? Hammers. If I had a hammer, I'd probably end up severely injuring myself. Got done watching some PoE 2 videos. Well, that's the end of the month, right? Arcane Activation Guide. Replary. So, 1, 3, 5, 4, 6, 2. That should be it.
Mechanism activated. That is all for the day. Thank you.
Yeah, I thing of this is I had on their announcement, and I just basically mostly didn't pay attention to any of it for whatever reason. Everyone was really positive about it, about the new stuff in the end game.
Your help is needed. The terminals within the refining and routing chamber require repair.
I mean, I expect I'll be playing it on the 29th. Pardon the yawn. Wow, that was rude. I was rude. That's not news. Adjust camera view. What am I supposed to do here? Oh, I've got a thing I need to have to move, right? Where do I need to move to? That's the apprentice steward of Galdra. I have to move to all of the arcane terminals, I'm guessing. Why? Why not just have WASD keys being used? Oh my god, why? Sometimes I despair. Do I have to do something here, like fix it? Oh, I have fixed it. I am a genius. I'm about to be an ungenius. Where am I now? Okay, that was what, 1? Where am I? Won't let me... Okay, there we go. Why not just use WASD movement, guys? Come on. Wrong way. Alright, so that thing, like, broke. Did I already fixed that one there. Why is it now not fixed? Do they unfix, and do I get credit for refixing them? I got blowed up. At least I assume I did. I did. I tell you, the turn mechanic here doesn't work part of the time, which is kind of frustrating. Oh, would you please? I hate to say it, but an awful lot of this expansion seems to be predicated on just killing time. And not in like a fun way. Oh, God. I am doing okay, a little frustrated. Constantly doing the 12-point turns for this. Yeah, I don't understand. This is... I'm supposed to turn once. I turned 180 degrees. Why? I have no idea. It's supposed to be a 90-degree turn. Pretty straightforward, I would think. And I'm about to get run over. Yep. Again. What the shit is going on? A 180 again. It looks like... Steward control has lapsed. Awesome. Well, I've decided I absolutely fucking hate this heart. Don't suppose... No, still... Once a day, I guess, is all you get to use. They want you to have to do everything. Isn't that great? And the answer, of course, is no. No, it really kind of sucks. Is there anything else I can do for this heart? Really doesn't look like it. It looks like I'm stuck doing that same thing over and over and over again, despite the fact that it's a really bad implementation of a not fun mechanic.
Routing chamber require repair. Repair operation successful.
And I also got run over but didn't die, so I got that going for me, I guess. Completed 4 out of 12 seer events. Really? Go me? Is it coming in after me? I had no fear. I am fearless. I guess I can't reach the terminal from this side. Not that I could tell that. Bonk. All right. How about we go this way then? Does feel awful. Feels like 1 or 2% some actions. Yeah. Sadly, my opinion on this content drop is relatively positive, but I can't help but feel that an awful lot of it is predicated on making things take longer than they have to. You know, the blocks, putting the blocks down in the maze, where if you don't have a movement skill and don't realize that you should be dodging, there was literally no reason for that to be so slow. None. Except we want you to take a lot of time to finish this, and that's not good design by anybody. Oh. Okay, I don't think I can do any more on this heart. Yeah, I don't understand some of their decisions that they're making with things. Now, granted, I'm already in a sour point of view about things today because of the patch problems. Going to yourself the whole time, laying pipe in story. Well, I can see that. It blew my mind when they basically they went to Reddit with the Monty Hall problem and then different types of fallacies. It's like, oh my God, are you guys getting your ideas for new content from Reddit? Just reading random subreddits? Well, it wasn't even an interesting pipe puzzle. And this is the one I can't repair because I need a hammer. All right, well, where are the hammers? That's what I was looking for initially, was the hammers. Well, some people got really angry because they fixed it, but they didn't realize, because no one said, that you had to actually connect up all of the pipes and get them all working. I assumed that was the way it was, so that wasn't an issue for me, but I can understand why it was for other people. For me, the biggest problem... Oh, skimmer weld. Okay, skimmer. Oh, I'm sorry. For me, the problem was, and I may have figured out what it was. It was the puzzle with the colors. You've done it a bunch of times in the past. The memory puzzle. Oh, red, blue, blue, yellow, red. That one. I couldn't see them. I couldn't see the color patches. And I saw EBM playing last night on a Norn, and the patches were big and floating over her head. On my Asura, they were tiny, and you couldn't see them much of the time because of writing or visual effects. Yeah, were you on an Asura? Because that's my theory, is that the size of the goddamn color bubbles is related to the size of your class, or I mean your race. So my money is you were on an Asura. Oh, on a human, okay. Yeah, I couldn't see them at all. At all. You see, my immediate thought, back with the skimmer, seeing EBM playing last night was, oh, they'd fixed it. Not big and over your head. Exactly. That was exactly what I saw. Or actually, what I didn't see. I don't remember who it was who picked it up. Was that you, Lone Star Wolf, that picked it up last night? That actually finally saw it while I'm sitting here pushing the button? Can anyone see anything? Anyone? Anyone? What do I need? Like one or two more? Come on, guys. Is there one over there? Broken architecture. Like I said, generally I have a positive opinion of the content patch. But they drop very strange balls, if you'll pardon my phrase. When they drop the ball, they tend to drop really strange ones. And that really does sound worse than I intended, but I'm okay with that. I don't generally chase achieves for just chasing achieves. I can understand the people who do and why they do. That's just not, oh, you've got to be kidding. I need one more, please. No, that's a false dragon spitter. I'm one short. Oh my God. We've collected one heck of a amount. I am doomed to spend the rest of my life. Nope, no more repairs. Yeah, I really dislike, they brought this in with the last, with the expansion, which is Hearts, where they've got 4 or 5 crappy little activities, and you have to do some of all of them, or almost all of them. run around the beach and build a sandcastle. Get the coconuts. Okay, that's a sword. I poked the sword. I'm bleeding a little bit. Okay. I completed another sea event. I have no idea what the hell I did.
Our enhanced weapon defenses are depleted.
Give me the greatsword. I know what I'm doing. I think I completed it. Okay, yay! Is that now considered to be both of the hearts? It's both of the hearts completed. We've got 10 POIs to find. That won't take long. You notice very small orbs? Yeah, the little color blobs. And I tried resetting camera angles because that's exactly what I was looking for. And I just wasn't seeing them most of the time because they were so small, but also because the placements varied so widely. Sometimes they'd appear over here, sometimes down here. I have no idea what the weirdness was about it. But it wasn't biting everyone. Well, I'm headed in this direction. We'll keep going in this direction. There's a POI over here. Dive, dive. What's the opposite of rise? Surface? Or the opposite of dive, I mean. Rise? Surface? I don't know why they didn't flash the icons on the toolbar. Yeah, the UI on it was, well, their UI has been all over the place since launch. The fact that some people are playing on 4K screens, right? And they've got this thing that if they want to see what the quest marker is, they have to, look over here. I can never see what buffs and condies I have on me because, you look down and all of a sudden you're downstate because you got hit by something because you missed a single, ground sign. I want to be clear. I mean, I love the game. I have better than 5,000 hours in the game. If I could only play one MMO for the rest of my life, it would be this one. But the places they drop the ball blow my mind. Now, it's also true, right now, they're working on it with a small team because most of their people are working on other project or projects. I'm not going to make that one either, nor that updraft. That was a complete failure on my part. Can I catch it? Can I? Oh, uppies! So my general opinion is that, don't think I saw that, that what appears to be other projects taking priority, which is understandable. I actually think that the Guild Wars 2 team has done a great job with these expansions, generally speaking, in spite of the limitations they're having to work with. But that doesn't mean that as a player of the game, I have to be happy or satisfied. I don't have a clicky. I think I'll just get out. Yeah, VOE. I think the first two maps were very, very good. I think this one is, particularly compared with the maps we got in the other expansions, is very good. Compared to them. As a map, it's solid. That's up above me. Yeah, and I am inherently someone who expects the positive and complains about the negative. So, I understand that about myself. I am a tough judge, generally speaking, on anything. I am not forgiving of mediocrity at all. I can't go down. Apparently this is all really shallow. Perhaps I can go down over there, where it's not shallow, and find my way into wherever that POI is. Maybe that's one of the rumored 2 jumping puzzles. I saw someone doing one of the jumping puzzles last night. And apparently there's a second. I don't know where the first one was, nor where the second one is. Yeah, I agree. It is solid overall, but there are some things that just make me shake my head. Some of their choices. Kit shark pups. These things, okay, are nightmare fuel, but there are people who think they're cute. What is wrong with these people? No, we've been that way. So, interesting. I do not yet know how to get to Uppies! Whoop, whoop. This is one of them. Okay. This is the one I saw. I will now do one of the classic errors of streaming and say, this one looked pretty easy. I will now have terrible problems with it. Isn't this place fantastic? And those creatures have been watching for hours now. I suspect they're drawn to the magic here. They don't have to compete with other prey. It's a feast for all of them. What is this place? Some sort of reliquary or cellar? Look back there. There's 2 in back seem to be guarding something. They're a little territorial, but maybe if you presented them with magic, I'll get a closer look. I'd like to enter the party mode. I don't know what party mode is, but nobody ever invites me to parties. What is M3? Teleport to the point of your most recently acquired magic orb. If magic orb effect is at 10 stacks, teleport to the end. Yep, so this is the one I said I thought looked pretty easy. My prediction is I'll screw it up. It will not be intentional, but it probably is going to happen. Creepy moths, all right. Almost missed that one. Almost overshot. I am not a fan of these orbs in jumping puzzles. Give me a nice big fat target to aim for. That was really dicey. Missed it. Told you I'd miss it. I hate proving myself right. All right, feed one. Feed the other. Find out what's in the box. Well, I was doubly right. This one's easy, and I did screw it up. Where is it? There it is. Don't look at my inventory. I can't handle this shame. Because it's shameful, my inventory. It's pretty shameful. On this character, it's dreadful. I could spend the entire evening going through. I won't. I respect you all too much. What do we got? 2, 3 left? 7? 2, 3, 7? It's pretty much the same thing, right? 2 or 3 or 7. All right, we got one there and one there. Well, those will be next. Uppies over here. Whee! I'm not going down. Why am I not going down? Can't go down? Uh-huh. Okay. Is there an alternate route over here that will lead us inside? Yes, there is. Almost certainly this is it.
If you're headed out on patrol,
Maybe not. This is maybe not it. Okay. What? That was unexpected. I am being poisoned. Oh, this is Venom something. This is Venomshire or whatever it is. Right there. Anything else up? No. All right, there is below us somewhere. All right, We couldn't get in through that. Maybe over here. Like, say, there. Oh. The otter caves. This explains why everyone's just standing around oohing and awing. I need fish. Wow. Hey, look. Succulent fish. I have fed the otters 1 time. 10 times. Lists no rewards. Do I believe that there are no rewards is the question. That's 2. He's full. Three. I think Bog Otter is in here, yeah. There's Bog. I just fed him. For you. Oh, I don't have food. Why do I not have food? That should be 5, possibly 6. I lost count. Six. Seven. Eight. Or possibly 9. There we go. Now I'm going to sound like an old, sour man. Sour old man. Let's go with that. That's less creepy sounding. You just walk by them. Once upon a time, long ago, somebody in a game went up to a cat or a dog and typed /pet and were astonished, amazed, overjoyed to see their character bend over and pet the animal. That was an amazing little thing. It's become required now. And to my mind, that makes it not interesting anymore. Not really even fun anymore. If you're in a game and there's a cat or a dog and they don't have pet options, people will ask why. And I wish I was making that up. Just in my opinion, if it's required, it's no longer cute or fun or interesting. Sour old man. Just sour old man things. We've got 5 to go. We've got 2 of them way over yonder. And that is a big critter. Perhaps we can fight a big critter. Pet lens option in this chat. Nobody would like the result. All right, I think I did this one before, and I think I got the copper metal. Besides, you see, if you petted Lens, the first thing I have to tell you, in all honesty, is I have a sebaceous complexion. I'm oily. And if you, like, patted me on the head, you'd go, anyone got a Kleenex, paper towel, something? Champion Enchanted Spell Guardian. And he is indeed a bossy dude, big monstery dude, but no one appears to be. Maybe this person's going in, Lorenzet? Good evening to you. There's just two of us. If they go in, I will go in. All right, they're going in. I'm going in too. I'm going to regret it, but sometimes you've just got to do the right thing. I mean, I've heard. I don't actually subscribe to that, but wow, he just ran away and dropped a whole shitload of stuff on the ground. I would like to get it to draw him. Okay, he doesn't. He's got more attacks. I don't like his sudden gaining of mobility attacks, and now he's turning the entire ground into blue poop. Oh, he rezzed, and I think he used a resurrection charge. All right, he's rezzing him. He keeps interrupting me every time I try to heal. Takes me 2 goes. And I've got 9 stacks of bleed on me. That's always fun. Don't know what it was, but it hurt a lot. We got him. Ranger Mackenzie, for a second, I thought, as I scrolled past, I thought it said Dark Machines. I said, what? Oh, no. The old man's eyes, man, they're going, okay? It's not his fault. This character, I believe, is. Or at least mostly Zerk. Might have some additional stuff for some additional crit. I don't recall specifically. But we can find out. Yeah, I think I have a couple tossed in of Assassins, but it's mostly Berserker. It's not a build I would recommend to other players. It's just the build that I have had on this character for, well, basically since Dragon Hunter came out. Oh, you're not serious. Oh, invisible walls. God, I hate them so much. What? Rena Net, why you do this? Hate them. Hate them. But this is a character that I can essentially play, with my mental equivalent of my eyes closed. Dodge 3 enemy attacks using a dodge roll. I'm heroic. But then, generally, Dragon Hunter has never been, unlike basically every other Guardian spec, has never really been overpowered. It's just the one I've played the most. It also has the advantage in the open world. Well, I mean, I could do it on any of the other elite specs as well, but to have longbow, have decent ranged option. Not a good one, but a decent one. Condi Firebrand. When it was very strong, I have another. Of course, I have another one, another Guardian that I had spec'd for Firebrand, and yeah, it was very strong damage-wise, and was powerful enough that it could basically damage its way through almost anything. We have 3 missing, and there they are. Okay, well then, we head south. If they let us out. Not going to try to go through that, that's for sure. Uppies! I can see my house from here! I know, I always say that. Yeah, it does seem good. I haven't done much with Luminary yet. I haven't done a bunch of the new specs. I did a decent chunk of Amalgam for a bit. And that was good. I understand it's gotten nerfed since, but I think it's still good, from my understanding. And let's face it, pretty much everything got nerfed, so. Right there. All right. Break these chains of love. Selly, it's nice to have a Selly build available for almost any spec, simply because for people who upgrade or do the, they either cap a character by using the character, expansion goodie, the character level up, or if they just have the level up and don't want to use it, using it to provide celestial armor for a class is a good idea. And having an option where a player can use, the box of celestial armor for a spec. I think it'd be great if there was at least one Selly appropriate spec for each profession. I'm not sure, that may already be the case. The next 2 are also south, right? The last 2, there and there. Well, we'll just teleport. It's a short distance. Was it west for these? I think it was west for both of them.
Stay alert, Wayfinder.
Stay alert, Wayfinder. We need more alerts. Gotcha! Sorry. The old jokes. We remember them around here. Mostly because we can't remember a lot, so we have to remember the old stuff. Yeah, if you use your level 80 boost, you get Celestial Set of Exotics. Exactly. And I have done that for the last several expansions. I have found a spec that's good for Celestial that I don't already have or don't have a character completely kitted out for, and I'll just use it on them, just for the armor. Well, armor on the other bits, too. Where were we looking? Pardon the yawn. Oh, wrong way. Jungle worm, you're driving me mad. You're making me crazy, crazy. That's an old guy music reference right there. Give me uppies. Whee! We have a mastery point. I think that's 12 of them. We need, I think, a total of 16 to finish out both masteries. Both of the new masteries. And we need one more. POI. You are correct, Dark Machinist. Stevie Guitar Miller's Jungle Love. Will we get the much desired Black Lion chest key? We'll find out shortly. Generally speaking, I think it's about a 30% or 1 in 3 chance to get a key from a map comp. Key, please. You know, or not. Sure, whatever. Gift of Eternity's Garden Exploration. Oh, thank goodness. 2 transmutation charges. I am so desperately in need of transmutation charges. I think I only have 1,490. Berserker Scallywag Gauntlets of the Pack. Currently selling for probably 20 silver. 21 silver. 27 copper. Silver-fed Salvage-O-Matic.
Threshold achieved.
And the currently, what is the current price on globs? I know those have been bouncing all over the place. So the globs I got out were worth almost double. Oh, that I have a lot of gold? Well, I plan to make more legendaries, and that sucks up a lot. For instance, right now, I believe the number I was seeing, if you want the new legendary, I think it's one of the accessories. I'm not sure. It's the one that looks like, makes you look like you've got a halo from every angle. Is 2,000 gold in materials and 7 million karma. I have spent very little of my karma on this character, and I have only 11 million. That's 15 years, 5,000 plus hours. 11 million. So it looks like a lot of gold. But for instance, if I were to get a gift of battle by doing World v World, I would immediately turn around and be making probably 2 legendaries. And anywhere I don't have the materials, which I probably don't, I'm probably looking at least 1,000 gold each. 2 mils, a lot of cheese. Oh, for the karma, yeah. Unless you've been playing for years and years, you probably don't have enormous stacks. There's one mechanic that I've never done that you'd rather make the old ones, Vision and Aurora. Yeah, I don't know. Mostly I am about functionality and optimal paths, in that I'm less interested in them for the visuals, although I'm certainly interested. I want the visuals to be cool. What I want is, because I have so goddamn many alts, I just want more legendaries, because that simplifies me making changes or gearing up characters. Is a lot of legendaries. What I want is the quality of life out of the legendaries. Had to grind karma for Ankara and the breather. Yeah, and the only good, reasonable method I'm aware of for making a lot of karma is orphan grinding, which sounds like a genuinely horrible activity. Basically doing the, is it the Winterfest? Yeah, the Winterfest. Giving the gifts to the orphans is the best karma grind in the game. Yeah, so the cash I've got looks like a lot, but what it is, it's banked for making legendaries. Because you can burn through, I mean, I made 2 pieces of legendary armor. I have 2 pieces of the light that I made, and then one I got from the quick play fractal event. And those cost maybe 1,000 gold each, might have been even more. And I had a lot of, most of the mats I had. So making legendaries is expensive, generally speaking. So almost 4,000 gold sounds like an incredible amount. And I know for most of my time in the game, I would have considered it to be a ludicrous amount of gold. But once you start making legendaries, you start understanding the expense curve at the end game for the quality of life from legendaries is very, very high. Finished Aurine's Breath 2 weeks ago. Now you're down to 360 gold. Yeah, it goes fast. Yeah. If you can get ahead of it and take your time and put in buy orders for materials wherever possible, you can cut the prices down significantly, depending on which things you're looking at. But also, the vagaries of the market can change. I mean, we've got... Yeah, come on, Isgarin. Blah, 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 blah. I'm talking here. As an example, we have... I'm not sure when it's coming up. The Festival of the Four Winds. And that is the biggest sink in the game for globs of ectoplasm. And the numbers I have seen, well, what were the globs of ecto? I think I just got, look, when I looked, it was 18 silver a piece. So buying them is probably, what, 20 or 21? Let me just take a quick look. Globs of ectoplasm. Right now, that's a relatively stable price. It's a 1 silver difference between the buy offer and the sell offer. I have seen estimates for how much they'll be selling for during the Festival of the Four Winds. I've seen estimates as high as 45 silver each. I don't know if it'll get that high. I'm not recommending anyone run out and spend their in-game life savings on buying globs of ectoplasm. But keeping in mind there is a 15% fee taken out of everything, you could make an enormous bucket of money if that is in fact the kind of price it hits. Because if it hit 40, you'd be looking at getting 34 back, which would mean you'd be looking at almost doubling your money. And that's the thing is I might have a lot more if I chose to do that sort of speculation. But I don't trust the speculation. Numbers can change simply because a new piece of content comes out. And all of a sudden right now, karma is worth a lot. Whereas a lot of times people in previously would be using their karma to buy materials and then selling the materials, turning the karma into gold. They're not doing that now. Now people want karma. That's great. Keep up the good work. I mean, one place I did accidentally do really well was when I bought the precursor for my legendary sword. When I bought Dusk. What am I missing? Gear. When I bought Dusk, I sold a stack
Not that I would.
of Mystic coins. And at that time, Mystic coins were about at the highest price I think they've ever been. I sold a stack of 250 for 2.5 gold a pop. That's 625 gold. Less than 15% made it about 510, something like that. And I then, again, for about 510, I ended up buying for like 450 or 500 the precursor. So I basically turned the 250 Mystic coins into Dusk. And then I had to make Twilight. I had a lot of materials, but not all. I need food. Allies are preparing at Pilgrim's Rest. Is that the meta? That may be the meta. I think it's the meta. This is Pilgrim's Rest, right? Yep. All right, there's his Garen. I'm off. I'll do the meta. It was over 2 gold a month ago. Now it's 1 gold 90. Yeah, the prices can change, and for something like when there's new content like this, there can be wild swings in perceived value. Don't think I'm in the right place. Oh, maybe I am. We've got red areas. What are the red areas? Allies are attempting to seize control. Sure. I'll help these guys out. They look like they could use the help of a smart and dedicated warrior in the cause of good. Evelyn? Heal! Some people have really good grasp of in-game economics and are capable of making a killing. A friend of mine in my WoW guild was the first guy, at least the first guy we're aware of, to hit the gold cap in WoW, which, if you're interested, was 2 to the 31st silver. Sorry, copper. Oh, did I read that previously? I had not read that. Glad that person leaned over and... Now, he reached the gold cap by basically just arbitraging gems in the expansion that had gems. He would sit at work, logged in to WoW, and every half an hour or so, he would check the auction house. That's big. And what he would do, he would go into the auction house and he'd buy any cheap gems and undercut everyone else's prices. And he would just do that over the course of his 8-hour workday. He would stick his head in 15 times. $230,000 gold, I think it was. Yeah, he did it absolutely legally, just arbitraging gems on the auction house. Buying low and selling slightly higher. He also got the title for reaching the highest rank in PvP. So he was every bit as good in the game as he was at the market. It didn't take much time, though. Just a little bit of attention. A couple times. Once or twice an hour. Got him.
Let's go.
Let's go. All right. Woohoo. Sorry. I got carried away briefly. When did I change to that? That's not my glider, guys. That is not my glider. There we go.
Prepare the pipework. Got it.
Wait, prepare the pipe work? Oh my. That sounds smutty.
Welcome, Artificer.
What are we doing? I have no idea. I don't know what we're doing. But we're doing so under the water, apparently. Do I have to shoot my fixie beam? I need to be carrying a conduit piece. Looking for the conduit pieces. Don't know what I'm looking for. Really? I mean, conduit piece, sure. But what does it look like? I'm not seeing anything. That's a speed bubble. Seer sight. Oh, we're supposed to shoot those, I'm guessing. No idea what I'm looking for here. Need to dive deeper for the conduit piece. All right, I'm going. Deeper. Deeper. There's no deeper. I hit the floor. Bonk. I like to think I'm helping by keeping morale up. Are we done with ours? Maybe ours is done. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I just noticed that, like, our little red dots are gone. I blame everyone else's competence, not my incompetence. If everyone else was less competent, I wouldn't feel so incompetent because of my incompetence. Right? Lay energy leaks. Hey, I did something, guys. I got a present for doing something. It's a consolation prize. Oh, okay. Congratulations. You healed one pipe for one pulse. You're a hero. I'm a hero. Look, amongst the things they don't do well is inform the players about mechanics. That's always been the case. where, you know, the little notes you get over here, sometimes they explain things pretty well. And sometimes, not so much. All right, that goes away, that goes away. Oh, look! 1,000 karma! That's like, 1/7,000th of what I need. All right, there's the sous vide steak. I will take that. Where is he? Where'd he go? How about I hit him with my CC? All of my CC. And then I drop my procession of blades. I swear to God, that's the only skill in the game I actually know the name of. I have hit my 3-4-2 on this character more than I've hit any combination of keys in my life except THE for the. I have no idea what the names of those skills are. But I know procession of blades. All right, we got one. Who's next? Did we have to come over here and do something? Event was successful. I'm a hero, guys. Again. I mean, I don't mean to boast, but I'm going to boast. Very anticlimactic. I've done it once before and I came in partway through. So I don't know how much of the meta I actually saw other than the end. But we're all going to stand here for a while. Seems like. Oh, okay. Yeah, the all-seer, is that what it is? That's the part I came in for. Maybe a little bit before that. But none of this part, I don't think. Let's swap over to skimmer as the default. And we'll skim. Because I think, if memory serves, we need to skim across the surface of the thing. Okay, we didn't really want that, so let me out. Let me out! Oh, I can't get in. Perhaps this bad guy I should fight. Oh, that was really good. Not so much. Ouch. A Reno. Alright, we're going to hit him with all of our CC that we've got. Linked effect. Joins to another player. Give you a damage boost, but wandering too far will hurt. Well then, I will try to stay with the group, which is, frankly, is one of my least favorite things about the game. The everybody's got to cluster up so you can all get buffs from each other mechanic is not fun. And I've never liked it. And that went off, and that was enough. Yeah, I've never been a fan of the everyone getting a blob mechanics. Not sure what we're attacking or killing, or... Okay, there it is. Champion Enchanted Sword. I generally like metas in the game. And I have spent a good amount of time over the years doing them, obviously. There we go. I'm going over here now. Raul. Okay. About a dozen or more of us just died. Couldn't even see that there was a bad guy there, truth be told. No idea what it was. Sadly, the amount of time you say that in Guild Wars 2 is way too high. What insta-killed me? Couldn't tell you. Yeah, don't do that. It hurts. Clearly, yeah, it was something painful. Where do we go from here? Okay. Where is everyone? Well, a bunch of people are over here. Svano, Avatar. What the shit, dude? Come on, man. Hey, cool, bro. And while I'm complaining, one thing I've always hated is the forced relocation of my camera. There we go. Mechanic that snipes you off of non-skimmers. Yeah, that one I was aware of. One of the reasons. Whoops. That was on me. I was looking at chat and saw the spinnies out of the corner of my eye, and that wasn't fast enough. Vitality restored. All right, barely got out of it that time, but did. Oops, don't. He's gonna force him back through. Damn it, Janet. Get out of the spinnies. Oh my God. That time I'm not going to take the full fault for. That was a much faster death. Oh, I wasn't. I had swapped. Yeah. I would swapped to. Oh, jeez. Oh my God. Very frustrating. I press the wrong buttons, make the wrong assumptions. Yes, we know. Where everybody at the middle? Looks like. I have no idea what has just occurred. I've been bounced around without pressing any buttons. Did we win? I think we won.
Their shackles are gone too.
Can we res this person? Nope. They're underneath. Uh-huh.
Beautiful creature.
Yeah, we did
Nothing
win.
wrong about you.
Yeah, that entire last phase, no idea what the hell was going on. There's the yellows. Oh, look. 600 karma. 10,000 of those would leave me 1,000,000 short. Hero's Choice Chest. We'll save that, I guess. And the Castoran Cache of Riches, where their definition of riches, not the same as my definition of riches, you know? Where'd I miss it? There it is. Don't judge me because of my almost indescribable awfulness of my inventory. Judge me for, actually, yeah, you can judge me for that. That's actually fair. Can't say it's not fair. Now, here's an interesting point about the story. I don't think it qualifies as spoilers, but it might. Minor ones at best. In essence, we are told that Castora is now, with the removal of the curse from Isgaran, basically all the storms around it are clearing, waypoints are working, communications are working. It's more take up because you dumbass accidentally vendored the Leggy accessory precursor from the story. Oops. Those things should be really, really clearly marked. Is that this is the last Castora map. If Castora is opened up now, I mean, we've pretty much finished off all this. This was the capital of the Seer world. We've finished off. Where are we going next? Yeah, we didn't even get a hint. We still have no real idea of what Vlox wants to do other than fix the fundamental flaw in the world. What, us? Given how many people would say the fundamental flaw in the world is the Asura, he's probably not going to be fixing that. Obviously, I don't feel that way. I am an Asura, as you can see. Gift of Eternity's Garden Exploration. Yay. We've already stored these in the wardrobe. Yeah, they're taking up inventory space. Oh, they don't make me type it in. Well, that's good at least. chromatic resin boxes. Those are choosy boxes, right, for weapons? Yeah. Berserker statted weapons. These ones a little bit sort of trippy looking. Organic. Seahorse themed. And these were the Celestials, yeah. These are the Seer Enchanted. Which are nice looking, but a little bit underwhelming. You kind of would think that the Seer stuff would be glowing with coruscating magics. Nope, just kind of cool looking items. That's it. Yeah, they're not bad looking at all. They're just, you know, you would expect something, given the power of the Seers, you would expect something. I mean, that's nice. It's solid. It's a good cosmetic, but it's not particularly, you know, it doesn't scream or even speak. Beware. This is a weapon of the incredibly powerful race of Seers. It's, okay, it's nice.
Goodbye.
And it doesn't have a strong visual sense. And a lot of times what I want from my gear on my characters is a strong visual sense. Something specific about it that makes it stand out. Those are relatively plain. Oh, well, Sears died a long time ago thanks to vulture capitalism. Can't remember the guy who bought them. Eddie something. And essentially gutted them. He bought them for the real estate, gutted it, bankrupted the company by selling all of the assets to another one of his companies who then rented it back at ruinous rates. Basically, you buy the company. And the same thing happened with Red Lobster, where they lied about, oh, the price of lobster has gone up, which was an outright lie. What they had done was the same thing he did for Sears. Bought the company for the real estate primarily, transferred the asset of the real estate over to another company he owned, and then rented it back, leaving Sears with a huge debt, and eventually it dies. Same thing happened. Exact same thing happened with Red Lobster. That is a standard playbook. They buy a company that has significant assets. They transfer the assets, rent them back to the original company, saddle the original company with a huge debt, declare bankruptcy, walk away. Capitalism, ain't it grand?
One more question. The Forge. What are they seeking to accomplish there?
So that was the meta, and you can't see it. Let's see. The mouse will appear. There it is. I'm about 3/4 of the way to where the mouse is. That's how much XP I have gotten. I got about 100,000 tonight. Not much. So, and I will also note that by adding these on to the previously existing, especially this one, previously existing masteries, that allows them to charge more XP for them in another, in my mind, transparent attempt to make players play, to make players eat time. Let's get back to the sky scale. And this is something that I have felt for the previous expansions as well. Touch. I touch. I touch it. He went in? I can go in. I had no idea. Okay. Touch, and I can get out. Oh, that's cool. I was glad I saw that person do the thing. Because otherwise, I wouldn't have been able. I wouldn't have known. Sadly, it does seem to me like a constant thing I have seen in these expansions is they have a lot of time-killing activities. At least it feels that way. And again, that's a perceptual thing. But I don't think I forgive them for the stupid stone-carrying puzzle. Where if it wasn't for dodge and the F2 on my Dragon Hunter for getting around, I'd have snapped. A+ work on the visuals, though. The map layout, design, and stuff, first rate. As is usually the case. ArenaNet, doing it right. Okay, that wasn't exactly what I wanted to do. I missed. We'll try again. Missed? Missed? Wow, okay. I'm bad. We are going to be here 45 minutes as I attempt to get this done. How did that miss? I do not agree with their estimation of that thing missing. But it has been noted that
I figured out how to control the stewards. If you weaken them, a realignment spell should sever the influence.
ArenaNet has been very quiet about what comes next, both in terms of the expansion, but also in the third content patch for this. What am I supposed to do? Oh, time until the inquest. Reap all they need. Well, 27 seconds. I don't think I can get that done. That's a little... I was going to say that's worrisome to me because it's, 2 days after launch. People ought to be everywhere. Maybe if I get to a busier map. But also people were having so many problems logging in earlier as well. So, first lay hub. Hey, this won't be my first lay, okay? You don't have to say it like that. Don't know what I'm supposed to be doing here, but we're going to run out of time. Energized lay crystal. Maybe I can find out what I'm supposed to do. Oh, okay, we're psyching one up, but we're running out of time. Not his first, but he doesn't know what to do. Hey now, that's not fair. Not saying it's not accurate, just saying it's not fair. Well, I restored one. I repeat the, no, I don't want to say criticism, the observation that, yeah, it failed. That it is a little bit concerning to me that it's, you know, 2 days after the expansion dropped, and, well, the last map closed, and this one doesn't seem to be busy. And I don't know, maybe it's just me, but my enthusiasm, I find, is suffering for the game because we don't know what is happening. In general, with the game. So I am hopeful that my tinfoil hat theory is correct, that whatever Vlox is going to do is going to open it up to basically announce Guild Wars 3 or another Guild Wars property, if not a classic MMO, something interesting and cool.
Commander, we were just loading up these inquest weapons. They won't need them. Yeah.
What? Oop, there we are. Well, there was a big orange ring around here a second ago. Not now. And no players. Somebody dropped banners, though.
Welcome to the Forge. Please do clean up after yourself.
All right, we've got something going on over there. The inquest stuff.
Commander, we were just loading up these inquest weapons. They won't need them. Yeah.
Weapons pile. I have a weapon. I need to carry it someplace. I need to carry on, my wayward son. There'll be peace when I am done. Yeah, I do see a few. I got a bronze. 14,000. I only need 500 more of those.
If the Ash Legion locates any more castles, we'll be sure to let you know. Chasing mysteries surrounded by ancient temples and relics.
To finish out this mastery. And look. 1,000. Oh my God, I'm wealthy. That was that, huh? Yeah, that was that. There were apparently 4 of us in here for that. That's kind of what I'm referring to. Something over here. High Steward of Galdra. Pardon the on. I know we have a relic of Galdra. Well, doesn't look like there's... no, below us. Okay. Water, I'm guessing? Or possibly not. Ooh, Barracuda. Bum, ba, ba, dum, bum, ba, ba, dum. Old guy music reference. Bamarant? I have no idea what a bamarant is. Is that like a real thing? A historical, extinct aquatic species or something? I'm guessing. My skimmer's detected something of value. Oh! Either location treasure. 2 boxes of blue gear. Damn. Whoop. My skimmer has detected something of value. Must be me. Unusual coins. Floating? That doesn't seem likely. So the Afterward Skirmisher's just standing here. And these critters don't attack him. I suspect he's gone over to the other side. Something going on in there? No, that's the outline of the weird tech the Sura Inquest have been using. Pardon the yawn. My apologies, guys. It's rude, but then I am rude. You know, so really it can't be that much of a surprise. Honest to God, doesn't seem to be anything going on in the entire map.
Commander, good, you're here. Is Guard and I are coordinating live?
It's Garden and yeah, blah, blah, blah. Priory Novice Whoopa. Whoopa! That is an excellent Asura name. Fun to say. Whoopa! Stay close by. We're headed out. I have no idea. Now they're going to follow me. What I'm supposed to be doing that will help them with whatever it is they're doing. Yawn coming. Again. Wow, pretty impressive when you think about it. What are you looking for? Yeah, the caches, right.
There are all sorts of seer defenses.
Beetles. If I ever saw an actual giant beetle that big, I would quite literally excrete in my pants. I'm an entomophobe. Fear of entomos. I'm kidding, of course. Fear of intimacy is what an entomophobe is. No, no. Insects. Boing. Oh, that took me high. Something going on here. Theoretically. A mist rift. Oh, and a... Somebody summoning up... Opening up rifts. First rift I've done in the new maps.
Recognition. Now this is a find.
Now this is a find! Oh look, 500. Participate in a rift hunt. Okay, well, I'll take that. That's a daily complete. Let's see, I got 2 of the specials done. Use fashion templates twice. Wow, really? Sure. They're offering us a reward to use a feature that they've put in. That was met with fairly universal criticism.
This will be unpleasant.
Justifiable criticism. Now they've added the current tab for your appearance, which fixes 99% of the problems. Why it didn't launch with that, don't know. We got splooshy water. Some sort of very, very active splooshy spring, I suppose. One thing I haven't done yet. Oop, flax. Always stop for flax. Burned through a bunch of mine making a set of Viper's gear, I think. I have not browsed through the achievements for the new content. Castora. Unlock all 6 Alliance Field Operative armor skins. No, I have not done that. Shipwreck Strand. JP. Looking to see. Going to need, I think, either 1 or 3 more mastery points eventually. Soaring Cop's jumping puzzle without teleporting or warping. Shut up. Starlit Wield. Explore the hidden depths of the lost basilica. Cuckoo Clock. Return the baby chick. Oh yeah, that one. Eternity's Garden. What haven't I missed? What haven't I missed? Well, I haven't missed these 8. I have missed all of the rest of it. Preserved Eidolon Hide. I assume that is used for one of the new legendaries. Lots of achievements. Scholar of the Garden. Read all of the noteworthy books. Okay, Artificer's Rise. There is another jumping puzzle. Disable Inquest devices around the large rooftop. I'll check on that in a second. Kit Shark Adventure. Relic Scour Adventure, Silver. So, pardon the yawn, because it's coming again. Artificer's Rise. JP. Artificer's Islet. It must be up there. He said, thinking that it must be, but they said it was like on the roof. There's a JP on the roof. We'll see. Thank you. Back to work. It's 10 a.m. Not around here. I'll go out on a limb. 10 a.m. 10 a.m. Because let's see, 7, 5 hours, 3. Wow. Asia or Australia? Looking for a JP up here somewhere. There's a critter below. That looks like it could be a JP. No dude there. He's below us. There is another JP. That's the forge. It was artifice, wasn't it? Artificers Rise, JP. Artificer's Islet. Presumably it's got to be around here somewhere. Didn't it say? Around the forge rooftop. Well, this is the forge. Perth. In Australia. Inquest Augmented Steward of Galdra. Well, it should be here somewhere. It's on the roof. Bug swarms. Inquest. I'm trying to find where it's supposed to start. Well, if all else fails, check the internet. Let's get the right name. Artificer's Rise jumping puzzle. Okay, videos everywhere. Not interested in the video. Just would like a pointer to where to start. Speak with the Steward of Galdra. Let's start it. Let's see. Let's... Iron. Iron Maiden already. Looks like Tiffy Miss Whiffy also, but I gotta go with Iron.
This one. Artificers.
Where do we start? Okay, that's completely not where I thought. I was in completely the wrong location. Artificer's Rise.
No. Make me go down underwater. But okay, let me hi. I lay around for you. Gotta talk to you. Please write poet.
Iron's been doing it forever, that's for sure. My mind was blown the first time I made a comment in her channel. I don't know, maybe 6 months ago it happened. I mean, I've commented in her channel before, but first time she went, "Hi, Lens!" And her machine gave me an automatic shout out. I was like, what the fuck just happened? How does Ian know me all of a sudden? My mind was completely blown. She is a sweetheart, yeah, absolutely.
To free our forge of these
You need heed the intruder's technoparasites. A tome of the maker should aid in our plight. Please take one, but be careful not to get it wet. Sure, I'll take a tome. Okay, the JP completed?
3 more we count.
Excuse me, what?
All equally red. Stay dry.
What was that? Speak with the steward of Galdra. Inquest device. Disable inquest devices around the forge rooftop. Canisters destroyed. Those would be the canisters. That's entirely different, I think. Okay, back to Ian.
Hi. Please take one, but be careful.
The whole for us. A specimen pacified.
And she's doing the exact same thing I was doing. Wondering. Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, I got it now. Yeah, that wasn't very obvious. Let this guy go ahead of me. Because one of the things that causes me problems in JPs is when there are other people doing them at the same time. All right, he's taking off in that direction. Is that correct? I can't believe that's correct. No, it's got to be over here. Ooh. Don't like them covering it up with the branches. That is not generous and felicitous behavior on their part. Oh, I'm still carrying it. Interesting. Unexpected. I'd assume that was a fail state. But maybe not. An unusual JP, I guess, if it'll allow you to continue after missing a jump. That's 2. Mind you, I'm not complaining. Just find it unusual. But in this particular case, I'm willing to accept unusual because I didn't want to start all over again. Huh. Oh, not through the freaking... And now I can't see where we're supposed to be going. Over there, maybe. Did I go the wrong way from here? I came over there. I'm gonna cheat. I feel shame. I apologize.
Where did the music stop?
I'm bad
Oh my God.
and old. All right, she got to 2. Went that way. Shame is your middle name. It flows very nicely into your last name, Dark Shame Machinist. Okay, she's going up. Okay, she saw something I did not. She looked over there. I missed it again. Again, I feel shame. I may have to actually glide. It's not a terribly difficult one. It would be tougher, certainly, if it was a fail state. Whoops. Did I make it? Oh my God, that's the cheesiest save ever. And then I miss again. I boast about my cheesy save and then immediately fail. I blame Lens. The guy's just kind of a jerk. Eek. I hope it has like an extra reward or bonus for doing it without ever missing a jump. That would be cool. To reward you for doing the harder version, but not punish you for failing the harder version. That would be cool. Basically, challenge mode, jumping puzzles. There we go. Ooh, 10 achievement points. Me likey.
Now this is fun.
Nice. Good evening, Mr. Beamish. Stanley, if I may.
Quite a reward.
Quite a reward. Oh, the seer chest. I didn't even see that. Wow, quite the rewards for that. Maybe you get additional rewards if you don't fall as often as I did. That would make sense. That would be cool. I like the idea of challenge mode jumping puzzles, where missing a jump doesn't fail you. Just put you back in the normal mode. You know, the pathetic old guy mode. Maybe I shouldn't point this out to them, but they appear to be on fire. And also, a flower? It's complicated. Something's going on over there. A ley line anomaly has formed in the Iron Marches. I came over to help them with whatever they were doing, and apparently they are done. Nice timing by me. Well,
Commander, you won't believe all these fancy weapons the Inquest have left lying around. Look at us.
6 feet tall.
Maximum pain.
that guy tormented me. That seems mean. What are we looking for here? Secure the Inquest weaponry. Oh, okay. We're gonna secure this, guys. Securely. Yeah, no, ain't gonna be no insecure securing going on here. Not today. Okay, fine. You want a procession of blades? I'll lay one down where your dead corpse is. Perhaps someone will be good enough to spawn there. Anytime now would be fine. Just right there. Got a little beam for you. Easy to find. Bastard. Compounding our powers. Almost got it. Almost got it. Got it.
Point secure. Ember now.
Aha! Ha! Losers, they popped up. Grab a weapon and toss her in there. Okay. Inquest weapon. Drop it in the supply drone. That looked like somebody else had been dropping a lovely and delicious procession of blades. And I'll just drop another one there on a couple of the jerks. Again, I'll wait. They'll spawn in there. I'm sure of it. I am Lens, Lord of Misplaced Processions of Blades.
You were right. Get ready for a long inventory. Honor worthy alongside. Your deeds are no terms. Good things. Most. You even got some
150. So much karma needed. Fortunately, I am gripped by excitement. What? Yeah. Why do each of these three evidently seers? Oh, I guess they have forearms, but each one has a shared half arm thing. They're stuck together. Each one having two arms in front and two arms conjoined with the others. They're this weird conjoined triplets. It's actually kind of horrifying. Nice imagery, actually. Really nicely done. As usual, ArenaNet, art team, Guild Wars 2, sticking the landing.
We've collected one heck of a bounty.
That's really a troubling image when you think about it.
You got.
They're sort of almost featureless faces, both praying and exulting or embracing the world and their own awesomeness. It's, yeah. And another yawn, my God. I got a full night's sleep. Take me away. Hi. Who are you? Doesn't want to talk to me. Most to get during the week is 6 hours. Well, I've been getting more than I want, so I am changing around my habits to see if I can reduce the amount I need, or that my body thinks I need. Basically, I would like to get less sleep, or need less sleep. Niners schedule came out. Nothing close to you this year. Yeah, I haven't been paying much attention. I don't follow sports too much any longer. A little bit on hockey. When I was a kid, baseball was my passion. That ended a long time ago, for the exact same reason I despise baseball now. Then it was the Yankees buying their way to relevance every year, and now it's the Dodgers spending insulting amounts of money. I mean, disgusting amounts of money to buy relevance every year. What's the point? It no longer matters how good your team's management is when the Dodgers are just going to buy all the players. They're not going to win every year because baseball has such a high variance, but they're going to be relevant every year. They're going to be the team everyone else is chasing every year. And I expect, given the expanded playoffs, they'll make the playoffs every single year. That's just not what I was interested in baseball for when I was a kid.
We're trying to destroy these A-class merchants. Why?
Fun? That sounds a little bit destructive, but okay. Oh, looks like it's going to be me and me. I'm hemorrhaging, guys. I mean, certainly I keep an eye on standings and stuff in the sports that I'm interested in. But as often as not, it's me doing the equivalent of hate watching. Rooting against teams like the Dodgers. Enjoying the abject failures of most of the New York teams. It's always good for laughs. Oh, a champion. And there's two of us. Yeah, I don't think this ends well for the good guys, with us being the good guys here. Yeah, two of us can't really even get through his CC. That was a subscribe. What? What the bleep? Give me a sec. I'll be dying here shortly, I feel fairly certain.
Structural integrity. Compromise.
Yeah. Looks like it. Yep, there we go. The maps just feel dead. Pink Attitude has subscribed with Prime. I don't even have a spiel for subs. I have a spiel for follows. I can use that. Thank you very much for the sub to my humble little stream of misfunction, malfunction, dysfunction, and frequently complete and total unfunction. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate that a lot. The ad stop. I admire your practicality. I am a rarity because, I basically live in front of my computer and have on the second screen almost all the time have Twitch up. I give them their $12 of needed blood money every month so that I don't see the ads. But so I completely understand the desire to just simply say, I've had enough of this horse shit. Because I too have had enough. Regardless, thank you very much. Hey, that is a big robot who's spinning and actually giving me ouchies, rather a lot of them. Yeah, the luxury penalty the Dodgers paid was more than, I think, most teams' entire. I think the penalty was something like $350 million or something. Oh, he has a suck mechanic, and not in a good way. You're in front of the computer most of the day. You don't have Twitch up that much. Work wasn't line. Yeah, no, I can understand their point of view on that one. one of the advantages of retirement. Victory was ours. I just died the once. Don't worry. I walked it off. Rubbed some dirt on it. Oh, another 500 karma. I will surely be able to buy the new legendary anytime now. Can't afford to retire. Yeah, that is sadly going to be a fact of life for most Americans. But hey, at least we have the freedom to choose which doctor we can't afford to go to. Wait. Exactly. Yep. You know, when I was a kid, you had your annual checkup. Everyone had annual checkups. What percentage of Americans do you think now get annual checkups? 10? 15%? Hey, somebody's shooting something big and unpleasant at me. I didn't ask for that. Let us see what, if anything, the Google box has to say about that. Out of mere curiosity. What percentage of Americans actually have an annual medical checkup? Annual physical exam. Depending on who you ask, 20% to 62%. Believe they should go yearly, 92%. $32 years in a row now. You like data collection. Well, I mean, when I had the insurance that covered that, I should have used it more. That's for sure. But then doing the smart thing, well, doing the lazy thing gets in the way of doing the smart thing for me. Statistics are fun. They are interesting. Always do be cautious, because a lot of statistics can easily be misinterpreted, intentionally or not. And of course, on the internet, 88.4% of all statistics are made up. Now 88.5.
Commander, good, you're here.
Good, you're here.
I are coordinating alliance.
Eternity's Garden renown tokens. Can I turn those in? I've received 100 messages today with Restream chat. Thank you, guys.
See what they need.
Thank you. Did the PPO this year for your knee replacement? 3K from FSA for a 200K knee? Yeah, I mean, when it works, it's an enormous relief. Got to be. But for most people, even if they have the coverage and everything, it's always going to be a terrifying prospect of not being able to afford whatever it is.
Goodbye.
How is your new cybernetic body part working out? Do you set off airport metal detectors? Next year, back to taking chances. Need the money after 4 months off. Yep. I hope you got in some quality gaming time. I can't interact with that. It says interact. I press F and nothing happens. Four months in and it's getting great. Terrific. That's good to hear. Laughing because your husband had both eye cataracts replaced. Cost was just under $20K. Copay was $290. So small. Why didn't they just pay the bloody $300 too? Well, and the thing is, the reason that it was $20,000 was because it was covered by insurance. If it'd been just you, the expense probably would have been less than $20,000. Basically, it's an agreement between the insurance companies and the care facilities on prices. Generally, an individual looking to pay cash will get a significant discount, but still an enormous amount. And who knows, the copay stuff, the entire American medical insurance infrastructure is fundamentally broken and at every level. But hey, we've got our freedom. It's one of those procedures that just sounds so terrifying to me. Any sort of replacement like that, it's like I'm afraid of things like, you know, the classic falling and breaking a hip. Don't want that. I don't want any of those bad physical things to happen. Fortunately, I cross my fingers. Yeah, like I said, you're free to choose whichever doctor you can't afford. First 8 weeks were the worst life. You're not getting your left knee done. One was probably enough. Yeah, you'll just hop around on the right leg for the rest of the time. You're good to go. Yeah, those sort of disability coming with a body part replacement is not something I ever want to know personally about. Now, I've spent enough time with my back kicking my ass, so to speak. And my dad was in pain for most of his adult life with back pain. Now you're talking, whack it off, get a peg, bird, patch, start saying "arr." Maybe when I get back to playing Windrose, that might be a good idea.
I'm not a fan of Director Vlox or Overseer Kuda, but I'm relieved we don't have to face the principal violence in battle.
Yeah. Every time I see one of his abominations,
Pirate look.
I pray to Wolf.
Good loving Gendaran. Gendaran fields forever. Generally, I just don't see the. There's no real growth possibilities in a enclosed water area piracy. You know, I don't think there have ever been many effective pirate gangs in, let's say, Lake Tahoe. Now, Booty Bay, you're talking a little bit more my speed.
Commander, good, you're here. Is Garner and I
Whereas wherein we are talking about booty as in swag, as in not swagger and not butts, but as in terms of loot. Weird. Booty and swag used to mean the same thing. Now they're very different things. Oh, pardon me. I have the push 5 buttons puzzle that they love so much now. I'm supposed to carry this over there, I guess. Looks like.
How intriguing.
Oh, intriguing, is it? I think it's important to at least try to be clear in these things. But it doesn't help when these kids today mess with what words mean. Usually by coming up with the stupidest sounding alternate word they can. Charisma is no longer a good enough word. You have to have Riz, which honestly sounds like you've had a recent head trauma. Swagger, not good enough for you? How about we cut off a couple of letters and whoops, we make it swag. What the heck? Oh. I got teleported? I don't think I asked for that. Oh yeah, that's where they come from. Swag is short for swagger. And Riz is charisma. Yeet is another one. One I always found particularly annoying. Because yoink has a word. Yeet is the opposite of yoink. But why yeet? Slaps? Yeah. I didn't want to sit. Oh, this chair made it onto Reddit today. This specific chair. About people trying to read the seer text ending up in the chair, just like I just did. Sag drives me nuts too. You have taken a perfectly functional word, sad, and added additional phonemes. Why? Sag, Madge, tired, I'm off to bed. You're making words longer, not better.
May I see? How intriguing.
You know, at least Riz, as much as I despise and loathe it, and swag, they're shortening the words so I can understand why perhaps you would do that. But making the words longer makes me want to punch you. Not you. Sag. That entire artifice is badge. Unsettling seer tablet. Oh. It doesn't make no. And well, I mean, I get it. There are a lot of things that become a commonly done piece of vernacular on Twitch. The one that drives me crazy the most, something that I never in my life heard until the last few years in Twitch. Pink Attitude, you just subbed. I appreciate that. No, that's not the way it works here. You just subbed. I appreciate you. What? I never told my mom I appreciate you. It's, Mom, I appreciate the things you do for me. I appreciate everything you've always done for me. I appreciate you. That's not a normal usage. That's not a standard English, at least American English usage. But boy, you can't get away from it here on Twitch. This has been my old man, Shakes Fist at Clouds TED Talk. Thank you for listening. Well, I guess I can't deliver this one then, can I? For instance, I appreciate you guys hanging out here. That's what I appreciate. You guys make streaming fun for me, and I appreciate that. I appreciate that you do that. The only place where people can't say the word bits correctly. Oh, well. Yeah, that's Twitch. It's just a very strange lexiconical sphere that Twitch has, very insular to itself. I imagine your average person sitting down and hearing a guy say that something makes them sag or madge would go, what the fuck are they talking about? Just like the internet as a whole exists largely as a meme space. You know, people who have no internet access, if you hit them with the internet memes, they're going to look at you like you have recently been hit in the head with a large, maybe croquet mallet? So I guess it's sort of a distillation of what happens on the larger internet, you know. It all gets concentrated down in new and not necessarily better ways. I've been babbling at you guys long enough. I'm going to call it an evening here. As always, I want to thank you guys for hanging out in this later stream. I wonder if we're ever going to find out what the problem was from ArenaNet. My money's on no. I should be back tomorrow at the usual time, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, middle of the night in Europe, morning in Asia, Australia, and New Zealand with the same old crap. Probably more running around here because I still haven't even reached here on this XP track. I am 1.255 million out of 6.6 million. Well, I think I started at 900K. I think I got about, 350K. At that rate, it's going to take me 15 days or something like that to finish this mastery. I don't know if I've got it in me, but I'll be back tomorrow for, I think, more of the same. We'll grind out some more stuff here. Maybe do a key farm first, you know. Oh, thank you very much. I mean, it is my most played game on Twitch by a large amount. About a third of my time, stream time, has been spent streaming Guild Wars 2. And as I said earlier, if I could only play one MMO for the rest of my life, I'd play this one. But I do have complaints, and I do air them out. That's why I don't think I'll ever make a partner. I'm a little bit too negative. Anyway, back tomorrow. Same me, same crap. Hopefully, same you. Honest and also honestly, I am far more likely to point out the negative things in a game than the good things. I think the good things speak for themselves, and too often the negative things get waved away. And I do think that is especially true amongst the Guild Wars 2 loyalists, about whom I count myself, as I think they're too forgiving for the shortcomings of the game. But anyway, I've babbled long enough. I will be back tomorrow again. Thank you guys for hanging out very, very much. Thank you for the sub. Hopefully you will see me soon. So tomorrow, probably a key farm and then some more time running around out here. End of the month, the 29th, I believe it is, we get the new Path of Exile League. In between, I don't know what I'll be playing. Marvel Heroes sometimes. Monday for sure. Maybe go back to Windrose. We'll see. I will play it by ear. Oh, raiding on Sunday. Yes, thank you. Oh, and thank you for reminding me to do a raid here. I am trying to get better about that. Well, my friend Engelbert Meow is on, so I'm going to get the rare pleasure of raiding her. She seldom plays this early in the evening. So thank you for reminding me that I would like to raid. I'm trying to get better about that, and especially when you got drops going. So I will raid EBM. She's a delight. She's kind of the positive, upbeat vibe compared to my bitter old man vibe. If you don't know her, she's got like, I'm going to say like 24 of my last 27 subs have been to her because I enjoy her content. Also, she's been playing a lot of Blueprints, and I'm a sucker for that. Let's see. So I'm going to go ahead and start the raid. Thanks again, guys, for watching. I'll be back tomorrow. We're off in 5, 4. Thanks, guys, for watching. Take care, and ciao for now.